here, we come up with the background, right? First, give background for the readers, and to tell the readers why we're going to research about this area. And then comes to the problems, right? So what's the issues and what's problems we have made in this research, right? And why we focus on it. So then we give it the solutions about the problems, right? Is that what we did and what we have done about research to show how we solve these problems. And finally, we give them a result about the research we did, right? This is the abstract. It's and so let's see about the introduction part. All right, let's see what's different between them. Here's keyword, which is it up. And for the introduction here, it's gonna be a little bit, much bit different between the abstract, right? For the first part here is quite similar, right? It's to introduce the background of the research and give the issues and problems, right? And then we come to the connecting link to link the background to the research states, right? In the abstract, we don't have the research states, right? We don't have to introduce the other people's work. And in the introduction right here, we need to give a detailedly introduce about other people's work and what they have done, and to explain and to make the evaluation about them research, right? So that's a difference right here. In the abstract, we don't need to give the research state, right? And finally, and the last part, we're going to give some the deficiencies about their work, right? To highlight our work, to introduce to our work. And here's our work. It's a brief introduction about our work, right? We don't need to get the specific results about our work. Don't need to give them numbers or data we have got, right? So that's the difference about the introduction and the abstract. Okay, guys. Hope you can study well for the last class. Okay. So for today's class, and also we have talked about how to write the main body about the scientific paper, right? And in the main body, quite important part about the main body is to give the figures and the forms, right? And equations, something like that. Okay. So today's class, we're going to learn how to make the figures in the scientific paper. All right. So let's come to today's class. Let's see. Okay. So today, we're going to learn how to create the figures in the scientific paper. All right. The first method is by using the origin, right? That's the homework I had asked you to do for the last class, right? Remember? Have every of you guys download the documents about the orange?
Yes, 老师.
All right, that's pretty great. If you don't so maybe you will miss some skills to create the figures by using the origin. Okay. So if you do download the origin software, just please follow me step by step. Okay, just like the so CAD/CAM course, okay? And the second method is to use the PowerPoint to create the figures. All right. Of course, the third one is by using the SolidWorks to build figures. And the first one is to use some simulation software, just like okay, we will talk about later. All right. And the second part is how to create the form in the scientific paper. All right. So that's the topic we're going to talk about for this class. And let's see first the origin. Okay, the origin right here. So you can see that for this figure right here, it's created by the origin, and it was used in my scientific paper. All right, you can see that the line, the relationship curve line is in different colors and with different symbols. All right, that's what we can do in the origin. And of course, for this one here is the same one. All right, you just put the data in the origin, and it will show like a curve like this. Of course, for different types and different colors about the curve, we're going to set for it in the software. Okay, and for this one here is the same in the origin. But for this one here, we use the deviation, the derivative function in the origin, and I will show you how to use the to figure out the derivative of the curves in the origin. Okay, and okay, and now I think we're going to start the origin part. Okay, so let's just start to open your origin software. All right, let me see. So everyone just open your origin software, the origin 9.0. Okay, if you get the new version, that'll be okay. It will be quite similarly, but a little bit different. But I think you can also learn step by step from me. Okay, so let's just open it. All right. So you just found the document here. I sent to you, and I think you have already make the decompress about this document, and you can open this field right now. All right, and just go down and find the field the name origin 9 space 64. Okay, maybe some of you computer is in 32, but I think you get so you get the way to solve it. Okay, so let's open it. All right, have you guys opened software right now?
Lashi, I
Yeah.
think yesterday I tried several times, but I think I found why I could not open it because of the antivirus on the PC. Because whenever we extract and you try to open that, it tells you that something not found, and you need to like one of the files not found.
The field's not found.
Okay, Lashi, hold on one second. You continue. I'm gonna try to switch off the antivirus and try again.
So you got the origin software right now. Can you open it? Can you run it right now?
I have 9.5, but I'm trying to run your own on another lady's.
It's okay. It's okay for 9.5. Okay, it's quite similar, and the basic function is similar. All right. Okay. And as you can see that this is the origin software right here. And when we open it, and you can see the book window right here, is to where to put your data. All right. to put the data in this column, in this columns, okay? And you can when you put the data right here, and you can create the curves, the relationship curves, okay? And let's just start by an example right here, okay? And just make a simple one. So we just type some data in here, and we just imagine that we have finished experiment about the temperature with variable time. Okay, and so for the first column right here is the time. Okay, we give it a name, a name of this column. Okay, and here's the unit. The unit I want to be a minute. Okay, but it's just an example, and you can just follow me to do that. All right. Okay, and so for the next column is the temperature, right? Here you can see that the first one is the x-axis, and the second column is the y-axis. So for this one here, I just put the temperature. Okay, so this name here is temperature, and the unit is this. All right. And it's okay if you can type this unit. If you can't, it's okay. All right. It's just an example. So for the time here, I just want to give a 1 minute and 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So now we just give a data for the x-axis right now. And so now I'm going to give the temperature. Temperatures about let's see what's the environment temperature is. It's about 16. Okay, 16 from 16 right here. And give another one about 18, 20, 22, and 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, and 33. All right. So now you give two columns about the temperature, about the data, right? And now you just press your left button on your mouse to select both of them. Okay, select both of them. Guys, can you did you just follow me to do that? Guys, have you followed me to do that?
Yes, Laoshi.
All right, hope so. Okay.
Yeah,
And when you finish selecting both of them, you just click this button right here, the line plus symbol. As you can see that, the line plus symbol. All right, and it will come up with the relationship curve right here. And as you can see that it's a quite easy relationship between the temperature and the time right here. See that? And the time is the x-axis, and the temperature is the y-axis right here. That is quite easy, right? And for this one here is just a
Time, I told you, bro.
This guy here, his name is George.
hello. Please just close your mind for a moment. All right, and for
Yes, sir.
here is the name of the data. Okay, and it's just an easy one, right? And of course, for this one here, you can just change the different distance between every numbers right here. Okay, and just double click on it. Double click on the axis right here. Okay, and it will come up with the x-axis for layer 1 right here. All right, and as you can see that here is the score option. right here, the score option right here. Okay, and for this one here is from 0 to 11. So here's the axis of the distance of the axis right here, right? It's 0 to 11 right here, but the 11 is not showing because the showing number, the number of showing numbers was to set as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. Okay, so we can just give another one. Just give 10 to show. Oh, it's too big right now. I think it's off. The increment right here, it should be the distance between every numbers. So we just give it about 2. So that the distance between two numbers is 2 right now. All right. And right here is the same for the y-axis right here. Just double click on it. Okay. And you can also just change the numbers from the start to the end, and you can just give a big one, and from here just give a small one. Okay, and just click OK, and you can see that it has been changed from 12 to 40 right now. All right, and of course, you can just make this distance become bigger right now, and you can also use this function right here, the percentage meter ticks right here, and this is the numbers it shows. So we just give 10 numbers to show. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, the 10 is not showing because it's out of range. Okay. And for our creation about this figures right here, it's better for us to show off the numbers. Okay, don't neglect the line and of the no numbers right here. So we just use this function right here, the increment right here. Okay, and give it 4, about 4. How about 4? Okay, good. That would be great. So that is quite easy. And for here is the same. Just give it about, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 5. Oh, it's not showing. All right, again, let me see. 0.5. I'll show again. And you can just try to make the figures beautiful, okay? To make it wonderful. And let's see. How about give it more numbers about it. What's 1 to 10 is 2? Oh, I know why. Because the numbers from 0 to 11 is about 12 numbers. So just make it 12 numbers right here. It will show all of the numbers. All right. So here's just an easy example for you to, and of course you can change the name of the line right here. All right. But for here, it's just one line, so you don't need to change the name because you don't need to make the difference between one line. Okay, because you just have only one, and in sometimes we will make different groups about the experiments, right? We'll make about maybe 2 groups or 3 groups or more like that. So what we can do to make the more than one group's experiment in one figure, and let me show you. Okay, and we just delete this one right here. All right, and we just click on this button. Can you see that? It's a add new columns. See that? Where is this button right here? Add new columns, and just when you click on it, and it will just create one one more columns for this table. All right, as you can see that we can give more experimental data about this relationship curves. All right, for example, for here is experiment 1. Oh, you're not sure. Do not have the space. Okay, good. So here's the experiment 1. All right, and for this one here is experiment 2. All right, and just give another group, and for this one, the unit given. Oh, where to go? Where's the number go? Okay, I think I just deleted it. All right. So for this, just another example. Okay, just for if we have 2 experiment data, and we want to just make comparison about them. So we just add a new column about the second experiment, and we just enter the data about it. Let me see that. How about it from 16 is the same, because the temperature, the experiment temperature is the same, all right? And when it's getting heat, and the temperature is going to like 20 and 24 and 28, 30, 32, okay, 36 and 40 and 44, 48 and 52. All right. So for now, we got 2 groups of the data, 2 experimental groups of the data. All right. So we just select both of them, select 3 columns. Okay. Just select 3 columns, and as you can see, that the same thing is to click the line plus symbol. All right. That, and you can see that it has 2 relationship curves about 2 set of the experiments, and it was automatically give the different colors and different symbols about the curves to help you to good at to make the difference between them. All right. So for this one, the black line here is for experiment 1, and for the red one here is for the experiment 2. Okay. Guys, have any of you to follow me to do that, to do the things?
Yeah, I'm trying, but you know, it's easy. Like my computer is giving me problems. Sometimes it's blue screen.
All right. Actually, I don't worry about you, Sally, because you have already know how to use this software. All right. I just want to ask any of you, other people, have to follow me to do these things, to learn about this software, and any of you. Because when we finish it, to learn about this software for this class, I'm going to give a homework about for you guys to create a document by using this origin software right here. So I really need you to follow me to learn about how to use it. All right, and then you can finish your homework. Okay, guys.
Yes, Teacher.
All right, you are doing the outdoor. Are you in the outdoor right now? Okay. I hope every of you can learn how to use this software right now, because when you're going to writing about your scientific papers, and you will use this software to build different types of the figures. It's really helpful. All right. No matter you writing scientific paper or you're just final paper, in your when you graduate. All right, it's really helpful. And all right, I hope you guys can follow me step by step. All right, and just for this one here, I want to make some difference. You can just make it bigger. All right, make this window bigger. And as you can see that here is two different lines right here, and I just want to change the lines and the symbols. So what are we going to do? Just click on the line, all right? Or just click on the right here. It will do the same, okay? Just click on here to change the lines and symbols. Double click on it, all right? Double click on it. Double click on it. And as you can see that here's a group function option right here. It means when it's select a dependent, it will means the two groups of the line will be in the same type styles. But if you just choose this one right here, right? Okay, just wait. Let's see about the dependence option right here. If you change the line with the y, for example, so now it's a 0.5 y about the line, okay? And so I want to make it thicker and just change it to 3. And as you can see, both of them have become thicker, right? And I just want to change the symbol. As you can see that you can here's a preview of the symbol on the line, right? And you cannot change it because you just because the option right here you set is the dependent, right? And when if you want to change the color right here, let me see it. You cannot change the color as also, all right? And if you want to change them independently, you will select this function, the independent, okay? And now you can just change them independently, all right? So for the first line right here, I think is the experiment 1, yeah. And I want to, so you can now see that you can change the color about it right now, all right? And when it's based on your select the independent option right here. So you can change both, so you can change each of them, all right? And so now when I want to change the color of the experimental one, come to that blue, okay? And here's a symbol right here. I just want to change it. Symbol in triangle right here, all right? And the size of the symbol you can also change it to make it smaller, all right? Or okay, you can make it bigger. Okay, you just can type the size for it. You can just type for it about 7. Okay. And the symbol will be in the same color with the line. But also you can change the symbols color right here. All right, just change it. Let me see. How about change it to green? Oh, it's look weird, but weird. All right, I think we just change the symbol in the same color of the line would be better. All right. And the symbol right here is quite small, and I want it to be bigger. How about film? The size film. Very good. That'll be better. All right. So this is an experiment 1 line, and let's see about this one right here. You just double click on experiment 2. You can change the line color, and also you can change the symbol right here. Just make it a square, okay? And make the symbol bigger. And as you can see that it's gonna be the difference between 2 lines will be gonna be more detailedly, right? Well, more significantly, and it will help readers to make the comparison between them, right? And for For the name, for the two lines right here, I just want to make a change about it. So I just right click on this the square right here, okay, right click on it. And as you can see that here's a property right here, this property option right here. And you can change the property right here by your own. And let me see. Just delete this right here and enter the words you want to use. Okay, experiment 1, and it's not here. But you cannot just delete all of them. It will not show in the symbol of the line right here. Okay, just delete the last part right here. All right, experimental. Okay, see that? The name of label will change here. Okay, and also you can just right click on it and click the property right here, and you can see that if you don't want to this square around the name of it, you can select the background right here. There's a background option, and here you can see that for now it's the black lines. I don't want this black line right here, so I choose this none. Okay, and that is disappeared. It's disappeared. That'd be good, and that will look better, I think. Okay, and now I just want to make this figures more beautiful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this properties about this axis and the lane engine right here. All right. So that's just from here to start. Just double click on these numbers right here. All right. Double click on it. It will see that, and we can just click on the title and format option right here. Okay, and you can see that here is the left one, the left axis, right? And here's the color of the axis. You can just change it. How about make it to the brown? It's wine. Okay, the wine color. And to make the thickness, to change the thickness of these lines, to make it thicker, I think that be better. Change it to 5. Okay, to 5. And as you can see now, it has been changed right here, right? And we just want more changes about it, and about to make this major ticks to go inside. It's not the outside of the line. Okay, to make it inside. And for the mirror ticks the same. Okay, inside. See that? It comes inside. And we can also change the numbers right here. All right, we just you can select different styles about the numbers, and you can also change the color about the numbers right here, and the size about the numbers right here. Okay, I want to make it bigger, about 25. That'd be great. That'd be more obviously. Okay. And also you can just single click on the numbers right here and to select them and to make the bold right here. You see that? You can make it bold or just make it italic, right? But italic's not good. The straight one is good. All right. Oh, not bad. Okay. So for this one here, for the X line, for the X axis here is the same thing. I just double click on it, and then choose the title and format option right here, and just choose the color, the wine color. Okay, and size now 5, and the major ticks goes in, the middle tick goes in, all right? And the size of it was 22, I think. 22, and press enter. It will change to 22. Oh, it's 25, sorry about 25. 25. So you have two ways to change the size of the numbers right here. You can just go straight to select them and change right here, okay? And you can also double click on it and change it from here, all right? The same functions. And you can give a bold and italic for them. All right, so for now, it become much beautiful, I think, right? And just make it more good we can do. Let's see. We just double click on the numbers right here, and we can see that, well, I want to make it like a square to make it fixed. It's not like this opening, okay? And we can draw two lines right here, from one line right here and another line right here, okay? Guys, why there's nothing responding for me? It's quite different. It's quite different from the SolidWorks course, I think. It's quite different. It's no responding for you guys from you guys. It's making me scared.
People we didn't software.
Yeah, Lausi, it's like Excel. We have these features in Word and Excel also, right? To make graph.
So you guys just can run this software? Can you guys run this software?
You said what?
I said, can you guys use this software to open the software, right? Like this. Can you guys open this software? Have you guys downloaded the software?
The crack I downloaded, like, it's not working. I can't install it yet.
I'll send you mine in a group. Then you can try that one to see.
And Lausi, do we have this software for iOS? I have Mac. So
for what? iOS.
For Mac.
For Mac. Actually, I think you need to download on the internet by yourself, because for that document I sent it is for Windows. Okay. But I think it also have the mic type to the iOS type for you to download on the internet. But you might be to download it by yourself. Okay.
Okay, Lausi.
And if you have run it successfully in the future, I hope you guys can watch the report about this course, all right, to learn how to use it. And I think I was to tell you detailedly and slowly to let you know how to use this software. All right, I hope you can just watch the report. If you cannot follow me from right now, all right.
Yes.
So no one done the homework for last class. No one have successfully done the homework for last class. Have you, any one of you? No? Oh. That'd be annoying. It's just like I'm just recording the videos for you guys to learn, but it's not the live. You know that? It's quite annoying to me. All right, no bother. Okay, so I think what I need to do is just continue to show how to use this software, all right, and you can learn it maybe in the future when you have successfully download this software or just can run it in another version. All right.
Okay.
So I just now, so where we are. So now I just want to make this square fixed. And what we're gonna do is just, you can see that the same option right here, the title and the format right here, okay? And you just put it down, and you can see that here, this one is for the top line right here, okay? But it's not shown right now because we don't have the top line right here right now, okay? So you need to choose the show access and text, and it will be shown, okay? And the color of the line and text is the wine one, okay? And thickness is fine and the same. And for this one here, I don't want the text. I don't want it because for this line is for this axis right here, there'll be no numbers, no data for it. So I'll choose the none, okay? And for the middle text, it will be a none and the same. All right. So actually, you can see that it goes straight a line right here right now. All right. And we make another one for the left, for the right one right here. Okay. Right one right here. Same thing. Show axis and text. And color 1, 5, and non text for it. All right. It will be closed. It will be fixed for this right here. Okay. And I just want to make it more beautiful to add the grid lines for it. The grid lines for it. Yeah.
I think I just successfully made it. So, which data did you use to draw the graph, please?
Pardon, please.
I think now I've successfully made it, but I want to know which data you used to draw the graph, please.
The data.
Yeah.
All right. You can just say the data. This data here was not the real data. It's a imagination. All right. It's just I just type it. For example, okay. You can just and it's help. It's not a real data from the experiment. It's just the imagination.
I just use my personal.
Okay, of course you can use yours.
Or you can give it to me, Lashi. Can you give me the data or?
It's okay. You can use your data. It'll be fine. All right. But just remember right here is to the data have the one x axis and two y axis right here. Okay.
All right.
I will wait for you. All right.
Okay. Okay, Lashi, you go on. You go on.
All right, I will go. Okay, I'll continue. So for now, I want to add some grid lines for it. The grid line here is to help readers to know the data, the points on this graph. Where is it? All right, it's helpful. It's helpful the readers to know where the point is. Okay, the first one is the vertical one. Okay, here you can see that. Oh, somebody is speaking about what? Let me see. What is it? Alif. So what are you going to say? All right. So to add the grid line right here, just double click on the numbers, and here's a grid line option. And you can see that here's a vertical one, and here's a horizontal, and it, right? And you just click on this option right here. It will show the line, the major grid, and the middle grid. Okay, the middle grid. and you can change the grid color for it and to select them as the same one, okay? And here you can see that the line type, you can change it that with the dash or the state, okay? And just choose that one, dash one, okay? And the thickness will become thinner because it will not involve with the radius curve, all right, the main curve right here. It's just the reference curve for the graphs. So I want to make it thinner, as thinner as possible. All right. And for the horizontal one here is the same. Okay, the same. And just change them to the same color, and use the dash line right here, and thickness is 0.1, 0.1. All right. As you can see that here's a straight line right here. It is helpful for readers to know where the points be. Okay, as you can see that for this one here, and you can just follow the grid to know the x-axis is 2 and the y-axis is 20. All right, it's quite helpful. Okay, and I just think maybe give it thicker will be better. It's too thin for me to see that. All right, about 0.5. All right, that's better. It will be clear for you to know where the point is. And for this one here, okay, for this one here, it's about let me see, it's 27.5. The y-axis here is 27.5. This one here. By using this straight line, you can see that the point is about 27.5. All right, and the x-axis is 4 right here. Okay, so here's a great line. It's not for beautiful, but it's helpful, right? And for this engine right here, and just you can just change it by yourself, all right? And you can just change the color and change to make it bolder and like this, okay? And give it a bigger one. Really cute, right? That'd be better. And for this one here, it's the same. Okay. Temperature right here. Let's change the and the size is 30. Also, you can change the color, which is different from these numbers. That'd be better, I think. How about turning it to red? Okay, that'd be good. All right, guys. It's time for break.
Yes, Lashi. But Lashi, before the break, huh?
Yeah.
I think my graph is looking funny. Maybe if I had maybe you can take a screenshot of the data and put it in the page so that I just copy the data, because my graph is looking like I don't know. It looks like a very funny shape.
Okay, you can show me. Okay, you can show me.
Okay.
All right. So have a break.
All right. Yes, I think. That's crazy.
So Sally, that is what you did, right? Sally?
Yes, Laushi, yes, Laushi. I think the data I inputted weren't so consistent. So I guess the graph split it into different areas.
As you can see that you can change the distance between these labels right here, between these numbers right here. When we
That's
make
clear.
this, all right, make this picture better. And
All
for
right.
this one here, it will be make it more detailedly, all right, to make the distance smaller between
Okay,
these numbers.
definitely.
And
I'm going to do that.
of course, for your data right here is maybe it will be if you get more data, will be make the curves relation curve better, look better, okay?
All
And
right.
all right, I will talk about at the class. So have break now, okay?
All right, most definitely. Thank you, sir.
All right, guys. It's time to come back to class.
Okay, Lakshmi.
Why you sound so sad? Why you sound so upset? And it's not no energy right now. It's not no energy.
No, my voice just changed like suddenly.
Okay.
Lama, what's wrong with you?
He hasn't eaten. He hasn't eaten.
All right, don't be upset. All right. Just maybe some of you cannot just follow me to do the things right now, but you can maybe watch the report, and you can really learn something about how to use this software, and it will be really helpful for you guys to build the figures in your scientific paper or just the final papers. Okay, it'll be useful. Hope you guys can learn about it. All right, and for now, and we just talked about how to make these figures beautiful, right? And for that, Sally just sent me the work I have done, and as you can see that for this axis right here, there's too much numbers, right? So what I have told you is to change the scores about it, right? It's right here.
Right.
Just double click on the numbers right here, okay? And you can see the score option. Just click the score option right here.
Still. Right.
And you can just set the increment. It's the distance between each numbers. Okay, it's 5 right here. So you can change the distance between them. And you can see that here you can set the from and to. It's the starting number and the end number. Okay.
Yeah.
So so for your work right here, right there, I think you just can select suitable, appropriate numbers for your work. All right. And so and as you can see that you don't have the line right here and this line right here to make this figure fixed, right? So you need to add the title and format right here. Select the title and format, and you find the top one, right? Here's the top one, right here.
Okay.
And click the show emphasis and text. It will show, all right? It will show.
Yeah.
And just give a color definition about it, and the thickness of the line, and the major text. I don't want the major text for this line right here, so I choose the long for it. Okay, and the Miller text right here is a long option right here. All right, so you just show the line right here. And for this one here, for this one, the left one here, it was defined as out. I just want to make it inside. Okay, so I just set it in right here. And for the grid line right here is to help people to read about the curve, to know where the point is, right? And if you can show the grid lines for it, it will be helpful, all right? And you just have two different types of the grid, the vertical one and the horizontal one. And you can also say that it's about the major grid and the middle grid, and you just click for it and select it, and you can just change the line type or the line colors for it, the line type, and type going to dash, and don't make the grid too thick, and it will be makes it confused for you to read the figures, to make it like the data card. Okay, make a difference between them. That'd be good. All right.
All right.
And you can also say that you can change the line colors for it, the line type, and type going to dash, and it will be makes it confused for you to read the figures. Okay, Okay, and now I think I will tell you how to, if you have two different axes. So what are we gonna do? If you have two different axes,
Two different axes.
yeah, if you have two x-axes, so what are we gonna do? Just like we have another group of the experiment, which is the time from, let me see, the time from 10, okay, 10 minutes, from 10 minutes, and to, let me see, how about 11, 12, 30, 40, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, it's another experiment. All right, it's a time start from 10. All right, and the temperatures have a different temperature here. Is here's experiment 3 and 3. All right, for this one here, I just give another temperature for it. Let me see. How about it will be just to make a difference between these two lines. Okay, I just want to show the difference between them. So how about from 50? Okay, 50 and 52, 54, 56, 58, 2, 4, 3, 6, 8. All right, and this is the one group. The experiment is 3. Okay, and same unit weight and temperature and experiment 4. Oh, the wrong spot. Sorry about it. Experiment 4. And here, I just want to make it like 60, 53, 56, 58. It doesn't matter which the number is. All right, just same. So I just gave numbers. Must be my mind. Like, all right. So we have totally different times about the experiment. So we need to set two x-axis and two y-axis right here. The second axis right here. Okay. So what are we gonna do? We want to make this line, this column right here, make it as x-axis, right? To make it become x-axis. The second x-axis. Just select this option, select this column, and you can see that here's the column option right here, right?
Yeah.
And to set as x, all right? It'll become x2, right? And the y-axis right here, it will become y2 right here. See that? And the first one, the first two experiments was x1, y1, y1, and for the second, the third and fourth experiment will become x2, y2, and y2, right? So, and now I'm going to add a new layer of this figure right here. All right. So just right click on the layer right here. All right. Oh no, just click on the figure right here. Okay, just click on the figure right here, and as you can see that here is let me see, the graph option. The graph option right here, and here's a new layer right here, option right here. See that in the graph, and you can see we just want to, because we already have the left y and the bottom x, so we need to use the the right y and this one, the top x and the right y. See that? It will show another axis right here. Here's the second y-axis title, and here's the second x-axis title, right? But it's not definition. It's not defined it. All right, so we need to make the to give the data to input with the layer 2 right here. All right. So we right click on the number right here. See that the number right here, second layer. And as you can see that here's a layer properties. Right, layer properties. Right click on the second layer. And here's the layer property right here. Oh no, it's not a layer property. It's a layer content right here. Sorry about that. The layer content. Selected layer content. And you can see that it comes up with the layer contents right here. And we find the data we want to put it in. Okay, the y2 right here. Okay, y2, and click on the add plot to make it go to the right, right here. All right, and another one is the f clone right here. All right, the f clone is the same thing. Add plot. Okay, and click OK on. And it was not shown right now because the score for this one for this line here is too small, right? I just want to change it. So for the time right here is 10 to 19, right? And double click on it and select the score right here, and let me see that. How about 9 to 20? All right, it come up with 9 to 20, but it's also not shown because the y-axis is not changed, right? And I change the y-axis and double click on it. Okay, double click on the second y-axis right here, and as you can see that score right here, it was from 50 to 90 right here, right? Because you need to considering about all data from these two experiments. It was from 50 to 90, all right? So you need to start it from maybe 48 to 92. Right? As you can see that the third and fourth experiment line has been all covered right now. See that? So now you can see those 4 experiment data from at this figure. But you can also change the figure type to make it more obviously. All right, just double click on this line right here. It says I don't know which experiment it is. Just double click on it. And to select the plot type right here, use the line plus symbol. All right. And for here, I just want to make it bigger, make it thicker. And for the symbol right here, I just want to use the, so we already used the square one and the triangle one. So we want to use the circle one, okay, the circle one right here. And just change the color with it. How about actually green? And make it bigger. All right. So I just change it. I just change the line style for another experimental data. Okay, and here's another one right here. The same. We just select the type of the plot, line and symbol, and the y's will become 3, and the line will be black, the same as this line, right? And symbol here, I just want to make it how about this one? Oh no, How about this one? How about this one? The star. Okay, star right here. And I just want to make it a same color for this one, so I can know this is the last two experiments, and I just want to change the first two to make it different. Okay, make it different from the last two groups, and then those to red. Oh. And for the line right here, I change it to blue. Oh, it's not right. Okay. For the symbol is right, and for the line right here is blue. Okay. Huh, what's going on? Let me see that. Okay, good. Very good. So now we have four sets, four curves for experimental data right here right now, right? So why we need to use the another x-axis and another y-axis is because the data right here is much different. It's quite different from the first two one. Okay, from the first two. So we need to build two axes for it. All right, guys, can you understand what I'm going to do? What I'm doing?
Yes, Loshi.
Yes, Laoshi, yes.
Okay, that's good. So here is how to put a new layer for in this graph, right? So I hope you guys can know how to build a new layer for this figure, and how to build another x-axis and y-axis at this line. All right. So for this line here, I can also change the different colors about these numbers and different styles about the lines right here. Okay. And for this one here, it will only show two names about these curves. So it's four curves right here. It's not showing for the last two, right? So what I need to do is to delete it, to update the legend right now. Okay, to update it, right click on this legend. Okay, and update legend. And as you can see that to select the reconstruct and the one legend for all apply. All right, that will show all of them. See that? It will show off the legend for the different curves right here. And for this one here, the start one, I'll make it bigger, maybe better. Okay, the start one is the experimental 3. Okay, and for the circle green one is the experimental 4. All right. As also you can just change the make it beautiful to change much bigger. 25. Okay, 25, and for this one here, 25, and change the color for it. And the same for this one. It's colorful. And for the ticks, for the ticks right here, format right here. Okay. So for this one here, select the in. All right. And for this one here, the color and the thickness. And for the top one here, the color and the thickness. All right. It looks good right now, I think. All right. Oh, for this one. Okay, good. And you can just put this name, this anxious name down, okay, and just give a make it bigger, and want to make it more looks more good for this one here, right one. Okay. And but for this one here is quite similar, right? And I just want to change the name for this one, okay? How about all right, it's enough, I think. Okay, for this one here, I see it's quite enough. It's quite looks good right now. All right. So this is how we to build figures with two different x-axis and y-axis, right? And as you can see that you can change the line style and the symbols colors and symbols styles and just change the numbers and scores for them and just to make this figures looks better, right? So I think it's just an example for you guys. And I just want to show you another functions for this one, okay, for this software. And I will build another one, okay? I just close it, I just delete it. And make a new one for you. If you want to make a new make a new data sheet for it, you just write here and here's a new workbook, right? And it will come up with a new workbook for you. All right. So for this one here, I just want to show you the fitting functions about this software, the fitting functions. For example, for the data is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, three more, okay, 11, 12. And for this one here, the temperature was 16, 17, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. But in sometimes when we get when we're doing about the experiment, there will be some errors, maybe some tolerance, right, with the data. Just like the temperature maybe come up with 50.5, and for this one here it will be 70.5, and this one here come to 70.5, and this one here come to 90.5 and 90.5, and let me see. What is it? 19.5 and 21.5 and 21.5 and 23.5 and 26.5 and 25. It will be so the temperature might be go up to 0.5 or just minus 0.5, right? Because there's some tolerance in the experiment, right? So just example for you, okay? 27.5, okay. And let's see what we look like. So that this line, this curve right here will become like this. It's not a straight line, okay? It will be not a straight line, and it may be not showing the real relationship between the temperature and the time. Okay, for this one here is a let me do it again. This one here is a time, maybe the second. Okay. And for this one here is temperature. And for this one here is okay. And now just click on the line plus symbol. You can see that the curve is not a line, okay? And so what I can do is to make a fitting, use a fitting function for it.
Right, okay.
here is a fitting function in the analysis. Okay, here's analysis, and here's a fitting function, and here's a line fitting for it. Okay, and click the open dialog. And you don't need to change anything. Okay, the recalculate is manual. Nothing to change it. Okay, just click OK on it. And do you want to switch to report sheet? No, I don't want to do it. Okay. And as you can see, then here's a fitting line for it. See that? It will help you to get the fitting line and show the real relationship of between your data. Okay. And of course, you can just make it bigger because this is the real line. The real rules about your data. Okay. And that. So this is the fitting function of this software. Is that be easy? Is that easy? And maybe some of you guys already know how to use this software, right? So if you do so, just ignore me. It's okay, all right. I just to show you how to use the fitting functions for this software. And of course, this one is a fitting one. Okay, it's a fitting function, right? And as you can see that for this data right here, here's an equation for the fitting line, right? It's y equal to a plus b and with the x and something like that. And the y is no whiting, and the residual sum of the square is 2.90, 2.1, something like that. Okay, it's just an example, so it's not worth to try to read the values right here. Okay, it's just an example for you guys to let you know how to use the fitting. All right, and I will do it again. Okay, for you guys to know it better. First, you just give a figure, to come up with the curve lines about it, and then you just select both of them. All right, it was the curves look like, and just use the analyze option right here, and it's fitting, and here's a line fitting right here, and here's an open dialog. Okay, and don't need to change anything for it. Just click OK, and don't want to switch to the report sheet. Okay. Way to go. What's wrong with it? What's not showing? Do again. Or it's showing right now. Maybe some bugs occur. All right. So this is how we do with the fitting function. Okay. And one more thing I want to show you is how to use the deviation about this to make the deviate. Let me see that. To make the differentiate functions about this software. Okay, it's just maybe sometimes you are going to evaluate the sensitive between different curves, and you maybe need to use the derivative to get the derivative about this data. So you need to use the differential about the differential showing about this software. Okay, and as you can see that, just give some numbers. For this time here, I just want to give some numbers with the curve is not that line, like that line. Okay, that's 16 and 18 and 25, maybe 30 and 34 and 40, and maybe go down. Okay, and go down for now, and 31 and 20 8, 10, 24, 21, and 80. All right, let's see what this looks like. Just examples, all right? And you can see that its curve is like this. And I want to make the derivative about this curve. So what are we gonna do to show the sensitive between the temperature and the time? And we just select both of them, both to the column, and select the axis, analysis, and here's the mathematics. And here you can see that it's a differentiate. And here's the open dialog. Okay. And for here, it's the same. You don't need to change anything. But sometimes maybe the derivative order, you can change the derivative order. But for common use, we just select the one is okay. All right. And click OK. And here you can see that here's the first derivative of the temperature right now, right here. And you can just give a choose the x line and x column right here and the derivative column right here and give another figure for it. As you can see that. So this is the derivative about this data. All right. Do you guys know what is the derivative? You guys know what it means about the derivative? Any of you? Any of you?
No, it's not like deviation or something like that. Some portion of other part.
Something like the deviation. Yes, you can see that from this figure right here. The derivative is 2 for it because it's 18 minus 16 is 2, right? And for this one here, maybe quite different. But some rules about it. And maybe you can just it's the different rules about it's a differential about the rule, the figures, the data it's going, and it will be show the sensitive about the rules, the curves. Just like let me see how to expand it. All right, I think you guys can just search it on the internet to figure out what is the derivative of the data. Okay, and it will be useful in your future work research, because for the different types of the experimental result, and just maybe something is maybe okay. Just for example, it's for the temperature is rising. Okay, in the laser. All right, and there are a lot of parameters will be influence the temperatures rising, and such as the running time of the laser and the output power of the laser and the current of the laser and something. There are a lot of parameters to influence about the final temperature of the laser. So when I want to figure out which of the parameters have the most influence to the temperature, so I need to use the derivative to show the derivative about the curve, the curves and about the data, right? Is that clear?
Yes, Lord.
Is to show the influential and the sensitive of the different parameters to the temperature, right? Just something like that. Okay. So I just it's just show the functions about the software, right? Maybe you don't need to do to search for the derivation. It's to be okay. I don't want to show you the function about it. All right. Right. And for now, let me think. Okay, I just give you the homework for today. Okay, give you homework for today, and maybe I hope you guys can really to figure out how to download this software and how to use you can use the software by yourself. All right. So I want you guys, when you finish this course, and I want you guys to download this software and make sure it will work. It will work right. All right. And I want you guys to just give some data about it and make figures from this software. All right. So no matter what the data is, just just make your imagination about the data or some experiment maybe you have just did, and you just use this software to create the figures and change the lines color and the symbols color and styles. All right, to show me in in next class. That's the homework. All right. In case that maybe some of you don't have the data, I will give you some data maybe. All right.
Okay.
Come up with the easy one. All right. And, maybe I open it with Excel would be better for you guys. Okay.
All right, Lashi. Thank you.
Give some examples for you. All right. Of course, you can use your own data in your experiment or by your imagination. That'd be good. Okay. And about the time, and the unit is, and the unit is minutes. All right. And so this one here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 10 is not. And for this one here, temperature right here, and the unit is 摄氏度. I don't know how to spell it in English actually. Can somebody tell me what is called in English?
Degrees Celsius?
Give me pardon, please.
You mean for the degree C, right?
Yeah, the degree C. How you spell how you say it in English?
Degree
Just degree
Celsius.
C?
Celsius.
Okay.
Celsius.
Degree Celsius.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's annoying me for the whole class. All right, degree Celsius. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and the unit is degree Celsius. For the temperature, and you can just give it a 16 and come up with 20 and maybe 25, 29 and 32 and maybe go down. All right. 28, 29, 24, 26, 24, and 20. Okay. The curves will be like this, and it also can use the Excel to build this curves, right? And you can see that how to for this one. Yeah, as you can see that it also can be used Excel to build this relationship curve, right? But I don't want the Excel type. Okay, I just want to use the origin software to build these curves. Okay. So for next class, for this class homework is, yeah, it's degree Celsius. Degree Celsius. Okay. And for this time, for this homework is to build this relationship curves by using software origin. Okay. So I will send you the the data by me, which is imaginated by me, okay? And you can also use your own data to build your work by using the origin software, okay? No Excel software. So what you need to do is first to download the software, the origin software, okay, guys? And as much as possible to make this figure looks better, all right? Just change the curve color and the color of the symbols or the type of the symbols, and change the words right here, the numbers right here, and add some grade for it. All right, guys, here's the homework. Good.
Yeah, also.
Good, Nancy. Got it.
Okay, and I will send it. Homework. I will send it at the all right. Here's just some references, references from me. Okay, you can just select whatever you want to get us. Okay, and I think it's time for the class and it's time for break.
That's Nancy.
All right, don't forget about the homework. Okay, please
Right,
download the software. Okay,
For sure.
All right, so goodbye.
Goodbye, Nancy.
All right, Lucy. Bye bye.